It'll be fine. What's going on, guys? It's Isaac
and Charles,
and we are working on the 2000 Yamaha Warrior 350. And in the last episode, we got it running for the first time, and I got to say, I am amazed at how well it ran.
For not having a spark plug or a carburetor on for God knows how long.
Sitting out in the weather.
Yes.
In the backyard. I'm just amazed at how well it runs. So today, we are getting the brakes fixed, clutch lever fixed, get the wheel back on, and hopefully we'll be able to take it out for a ride. So let's get busy on this thing. How's it going over there, buddy?
Well, we got some problems. We got a clogged line or something, because I've got fluid coming out from the reservoir, and then when I undid the line from the back of the master cylinder going to the caliper, the bleeder started peeing.
Okay.
So I'm guessing that this line, the high pressure line, is good. So unfortunately, it might be the master cylinder.
Well, it could be some mud in that
I mean,
the feed line.
So you want to this line? Or
yeah, that you.
It came out. Fluid came out when I took it off already.
That plastic nipple where it goes into the master cylinder, it's a 90-degree elbow there.
Yeah, it is removable.
I think you ought to remove it.
Okay. Oh. Well,
so we got flow there.
You got flow there.
Okay.
All right, that's from the master cylinder. So that thing's empty now. But that's okay.
Well, that's all right. We got plenty of brake fluid.
Yeah, we do. All right, so the O-ring's okay.
How are we looking on the inside of that?
Yeah, take a look. See if
can you see
the piston moving?
No, I don't see any movement.
Okay, well, there's not
the piston might be stuck. So, anyways, we got to work on that, and we'll move on to the clutch lever.
I got the Allen tool to remove it if we got to.
Okay. So the master cylinder is stuck. Charles has been working on it with air. Been spraying some blaster and stuff in there, right?
Yeah, and it's stuck at the top.
And nothing's happening. So I'm going to show you all a little trick I learned from the many years of mechanicking I've done. Mechanicking. So I worked at a independent auto shop for 21 years. And this is where I learned this trick. So the piston's stuck. I'm taking out the snap ring, which is in pretty poor shape.
Yeah.
So just give me a second.
But your original trick was on the pressure side of the master cylinder.
Oh, I'll be showing that.
Yeah, you threaded a grease fitting.
Yes.
In the pressure side, so you could put your grease gun and pump it backwards. We're gonna watch this piston go up with grease pressure.
Go up with grease pressure.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna have to work it. There it goes. That's it. That easy. And air pressure couldn't do it. So, little tech tip for y'all. If y'all have a stuck piston in a caliper or slave cylinder or master cylinder or whatever, you can find a fitting to fit, pressurize it.
And you're filling something that's stuck full of grease. So
we're gonna have to get that grease out.
But that's okay. But at least whatever's stuck might not be stuck.
Yeah.
Hopefully. And then you just push the piston back down.
Yeah.
And repeat the process over and over.
I'm gonna start using air because it's gonna use less grease.
Oh yeah.
So there's still a spring in here. And I really want, see, the piston's going right back down.
That master cylinder had Taco Bell.
Yeah. And it's maxed out. So I'm going to start using some air from this point.
Okay.
Because it's going to be a lot easier, faster. And give me about 15 minutes.
All right, I'll time you.
And I'm hoping I'll be back with a working master cylinder. So I worked late last night on the master cylinder and it was working great. Came in this morning and it's doing the same thing. So we're gonna scratch the master cylinder. We're gonna scratch the brake caliper. We're gonna scratch the disc.
The dinner plate.
The dinner plate, because Charles put it in the press, and when he pressed it, it popped in the other direction. So the only thing I can think of to help that from happening is maybe some heat with a torch. But then when you do that, you're going to get a lot of warpage and stuff. And, you know, we're just going to buy a new brake disc and master cylinder and brake caliper. The caliper might have been okay, but the master cylinder and the dinner plate just ain't going to cut it. So I've got to install the clutch lever. Charles is going to install, I'm guessing, the air filter.
Yep, air filter, clean up the brake system so we don't get any debris in there.
Yeah.
And I think I'm going to try and start putting plastics on, maybe.
And a fuel tank. We
that's
clean
right.
out the fuel tank.
Yeah, thank goodness it's plastic.
I know, right?
We only have a little bit of cleaning to do.
So we'll just clean it out, get the wheel back on, and we're going to put this thing on the ground and see if we can take it for a spin. Charles got the front brakes working. Thank you, Charles. And I am working on this assembly. This brake assembly, clutch assembly was not complete. So I am just going to pull this stuff off. And is this one crimped? And I am going to, we don't need it. We don't need this. We don't need this. So anyways, I'm gonna just bolt this onto here, and when I get that cable loose, it's gonna slide right into this piece. And we hopefully, if the cable's okay, we'll have clutch.
So I've got the master cylinder bolted back on. I'm gonna put all the lines back on here so we don't get any dirt. Hopefully on our test drive it stays clean. And I'll zip tie the caliper out the way so it stays out of the sprocket. But let's see, yeah. I may or may not put that pin back in because we don't really need to be pumping it. But how's that going over there?
Tell you in a second.
Oh, okay. Oh. Hey! Alright, so I got the caliper zip tied out of the way so it shouldn't get in the way of the axle. Alright, let's lower this bad boy down. Now that I got both wheels on it. I like this little lift. Alright, and then we're gonna get the front jack stand out from under it and start getting the plastics on it.
Cleaning out the tank, huh?
Yeah, well, luckily for us it's plastic. There wasn't too much in there, but we may have a seal issue with the
a little petcock.
Yeah, but look at the
oh, there's some garbage in there. Oh.
Well, there it is now.
That looks like mud. It is mud.
It's gone now, but
oh, we got a flow. Oh, that's like nothing but sand.
Okay, well, we'll put a filter
Maybe we ought to do this outside.
Yeah, the door is open, but still.
Yeah, we should probably do this outside.
All right.
Well, have fun with that, bud. I'm gonna go back inside and work on what I'm working on.
And I'll add a new hose to it and hold it up here.
Yeah, and see if it leaks.
And see.
I hope it doesn't leak, man. That's gonna hold us back if it is.
At least it's replaceable and kind of rebuildable, but
you know what? Maybe a local.
Yeah, like if it's an O-ring or something, I can go to the parts store.
Yeah.
And replace it.
Well, hopefully it'll fix itself.
Yeah,
and if not, we'll go to the local bike
Glad we
place.
had this bucket.
Yeah. All right.
Go power sports.
I was working on the battery. So, wiring, plastics, fuel tank, ride.
After cleaning out the fuel tank, unfortunately the petcock, the gaskets are dry rotted and they're cracked and leaking. So we're gonna do a trick. We're gonna soak them in some brake fluid, try and swell them back up, and just put it back together in the on position and probably put a cutoff switch from Go Power Sports on this fuel line.
Sounds good to me.
Yep.
And I'm still buttoning up wiring and stuff, zip ties, about to put the plastic on. There it is. And install a battery.
It's already starting to look more like an ATV. I'll try and get the front piece on.
Alright.
And get the gas tank bolted down.
Sounds good.
We gotta find a lot of hardware. A lot of metric hardware.
Well, we got it.
Maybe. Oh, zip ties. There we go. That's metric and standard.
It'll be fine. Man, it's starting to look like a four-wheeler again, man.
It is, isn't it?
Plastics are going on, looking good.
Watch me get this wiring wrapped up in the gun.
I hope not.
The camera's rolling. That means that means something's going to happen.
That means there's proof.
That I did it.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. There.
Well, just one of these is a little messed up. We may need to what is it? Tap a tap. Rethread that one, but that one looks okay. But
okay. We can get 3 bolted. It'll be fine.
Yeah, I mean we've ran worse.
Yeah. So getting pretty close. I am going to go to our local Tractor Supply and I'm going to buy a starter solenoid, and hopefully we'll be good on that, so I don't have to jumper them wires and stuff. Getting close to a ride, man.
Think it'll be okay if I start putting bolts in this back piece?
Yeah, I think it's okay.
I mean, if you got to lift it up, I won't.
I think we're good.
Okay.
So we didn't have a starter relay, so I had to go to our local parts store and get a lawnmower starter relay, and then I ran into some problems with getting power to the relay. But you know, I got it, and this is the first try. Ignition on.
Neutral light.
Hey, here we go. Thank you. I wonder if it'll even crank up.
Not much gas left in there, but yeah, go for it.
Oh, wait.
Oh yeah, there you go.
It'll be alright. We need gas.
Yep. And I gotta trim this grip. Look, if you wide open throttle.
Oh no!
Yeah, that could be bad.
That could be real bad.
Yeah. I got the intake mocked up. It's kind of rigged, but I've got the original, I guess, boot or whatever for the airbox. But the airbox, we don't have the lid, and it's got a massive burn hole from the exhaust. So I took that off and I shoved a Go Power Sports air filter in there, and I kind of bent it up. But no big deal.
It'll be fine.
It'll be fine. And the zip ties are there so it doesn't shake around like, you know, flop and pop off the carburetor. But yeah, sooner or later we're going to see if this thing will move under its own power. I'm hoping so.
Yeah, we're not waiting around for John.
You know, let's hope your fix works as good as my fix.
Okay.
You had better chances though than my 17 plugs.
Yeah. We'll see.
The fuel is switched off.
I'm going to turn on the fuel, and we have fuel flowing.
We do?
Yes.
Any dripping? Oh man.
Nope.
Sweet. Good job.
Just do not touch that. The O-ring I put in it was way too small, and when you get to fooling around with it, it's going to split, and it's just going to dump fuel. So, who would like to do the honors?
What, backing it up?
Backing it up, going forward.
I'll give it a shot.
You'll give it a shot?
I have one of these.
Yeah. All right. We misplaced our ignition
Oh, our key?
key.
We lost our key.
Is this it?
Or did you leave it in there? Oh no, it fell out.
Yeah, that'll work.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh. Nice,
Yeah.
I heard it.
Yeah, lights on.
Okay.
Now the clutch might be stuck, so don't be.
Yeah, I know. I gotta be careful.
You gotta be careful. Just know that that button on the left will kill the engine.
Let's see. Choke it? Oh wait, choke was on.
What's going on? It ran for us earlier.
It did, didn't it?
Yeah.
Bummer. I don't know what's going on.
What about, is the kill switch in the right place?
Yeah, it is. Well,
what is going on?
I don't know.
Oh, battery.
Battery's sideways, so it's only gonna touch one terminal. I don't think we have spark anymore, man.
Well, let's check.
Something's just it's not doing anything.
Oh, you know what? No, I got it hooked up.
Okay.
All right, you gonna?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Go ahead.
Oh, I gotta hook up my. I got.
Oh, well, yeah, I was
my
wondering
key.
why you unhooked it.
Thank you.
All right, lights on.
All right, here we go.
Yep. Yeah, we don't have spark.
Why? All right.
I mean, unless unless it's not gonna spark on the head.
No, it should spark on the head. So what we had a problem with, guys, is we had eliminated this piece, which is the old clutch handle, and it's got two switches, one for the emergency brake and one for I guess pulling in the
Park and brake. Yeah, locking in the
I don't
park and
know.
brake.
Anyhow, if you unplug them, no spark.
Hey, that sounds better.
That does sound better.
That's reverse.
That's reverse. Brake.
Yep.
Hey.
Hey. Bye. There's first gear.
Nice.
Yeah.
How's it going, man?
What's under the tarp, dude?
Oh, well, it's a surprise.
Just floating wheels. That's all I can see. Is this my four-wheeler?
I think it's ready for battle. The Warrior.
That looks pretty good.
It's missing a few things, but not bad.
Yeah, this thing was like $50.
That's awesome.
Basically, I spent $700 on the Harley that ended up not running, and I was like throwing the four-wheeler, and he was like, yeah.
Perfect.
So, does it run?
It does. You want to see?
Yeah. It's pretty loud.
Yeah. It's crazy.
This is cool. Do the brakes work?
Just the front.
Just the front. Okay. Does it move?
It does, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a heavy clutch.
Yeah. So one down and all up. Bye-bye. Yeah, the brakes may need a little work, but
Dude,
the brakes might need a little work,
that's okay.
but that's all right. And you know, the surface rust on the rotors might have something to do with it not really stopping all that well.
Yeah.
So let it clean up.
Holy moly. Well, Charles, let's take it out for a rip, dude.
Yeah, let's
This-
let the neighbors wake up a little bit.
Yeah, we'll give them a little bit of time, but thanks, man.
Oh yeah.
This
Oh,
is
and pull
insane.
your key out, otherwise
Oh,
it'll run.
yeah.
Yeah.
It'll drain the battery.
Oh, and light goes out. Perfect.
So it's a little bit later in the day. Just putting some fuel in this thing, and I'm gonna take it out for a test drive. We got a tire with 1 foot in the grave, 1.5 feet in the grave, so nothing too crazy. I'm just looking forward to riding this thing, man. Gonna test out the reverse, and I think Charles is gonna hop on too, because you had basically one of these, and
Oh,
you
yeah.
got to be able to relive the glory days.
Yes.
So let's see what happens. And we're gonna go around the Grand Prix again, kind of taking it easy, but just to get a time up on the board for the old Warrior.
I can't wait to hear that Dollar General exhaust.
Can't wait to what?
To hear the Dollar General exhaust.
Yeah.
I don't know what DG stands for. I don't want to look it up. I like Dollar General.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
All right. Got your muffler plug out. See if the gears work.
Ah, there's second gear.
Woo!
This thing is pretty quick.
Oh, it's so muddy. That's awesome. Tire's still holding. All right,
Man,
dude. It sounds great.
I have
Like there's
my
no
truth.
there's no packing in that muffler whatsoever.
It is very loud, isn't it?
Yes.
I'm kind of terrified of four-wheelers. They're just really fast and you're riding really high. And ever since Ike's accident in particular, oh wow, this thing got disgusting.
Your pants.
It's fun though.
Your pants look camouflaged now.
Yeah. Oh, I love it though, man. For scrap price, you guys did a killer job. I only had it about halfway through third gear, but remember we got a tire that is really dangerous. That being said, Charles, you want to give it a shot?
Yeah.
Dude, oh, the tire's about to come apart, Charles.
That's fine. Man, it's just like mine.
Yeah, I was gonna say it looked like.
Oh, it's like I never even sold mine.
Looks
This thing's great. I can't wait till we can trust it.
You look like you're right at home on it, man. You're going a little bit fast for that tire, but
I could actually hear it leaking.
Oh.
Or well,
Oh,
maybe
God.
that's more than just one. But we're gonna stop there. 'Cause
Yeah.
we're all straight. Every you know, well, alarms are all good. Phew. It's not leaking. We're just playing it safe.
they're all definitely leaking.
Oh no, they definitely are. So that one's not bad. I mean, because usually like ATV, you want like
There's nothing in that
like
tire.
5 to 6 psi. No, 4 to 6, sometimes 8.
We're gonna make this a quick lap. Quick as in
Yeah. 'Cause
immediately
it
after
literally
you
is
fill the tire.
leaking. It's leaking all the way around this side. I had to take the tire off to get the tire slime to work. Like I had to hold it sideways.
I'm ready.
All right, rider ready. On your mark. Get set. Go.
So again, I'm taking this hot lap Very, very easy because we have like 11 plugs in the tire. The seat is just a piece of foam we duct tape to the plastic. It's just not ready. We don't have rear brakes, but there are glimpses of absolute power and handling in this thing.
No! No, why you do this to me? All right. Oh, this is gonna be a really slow lap. Fuel on? Fuel is off. That's embarrassing. Nailed it.
This is going to be, no doubt, a top 5 machine once we get all the kinks worked out. In fact, I'm going to be impressed if the Yard Dart is still king of the Grand Prix once this so-called little 350 gets up and running to its max potential.
Okay, he's good. He's good.
The 350 has a ton of torque coming out of corners, the front brakes work really well, and the way you can lean off the bike really helps the handling of this machine.
There he is. Woohoo! All right, he made it. I thought you blowed it up.
Yeah, I thought it did too. Turns out the gas was turned off.
No, okay, all right. I was wondering why we heard a pop
Yeah.
and nothing else.
So I just ran a hot lap on the Yamaha Warrior, and I didn't get past halfway through third gear. I didn't take corners very hard. The brakes only half worked, so it was a very slow lap. Charles, what do we got? We have a 104.59 to beat to get on the board. What do you got?
I mean, you might be top 20. I don't know. It's a 138.49. Probably don't even need to add the 49. We know what 1 minute 3.
So it's slow, but we have a lot of fixes to do on it to make it safe first.
Absolutely.
This is a killer little bike, dude.
I'm so happy.
Yeah. You can, we try not to ride stuff too much where the sound, like, echoes. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
The sound definitely, like, echoes, and we do have some kind of neighbors. Never had a problem, but trying to keep it that way. So I'm going to try to get some baffles for the Dollar General exhaust. We need some tires for safety.
Yes.
But I think this might give the Yard Dart a run for its money. This thing is so fast and very nimble. Like a 700 is going to be a lot faster, but it weighs more, right?
Yes, and you know they're a lot wider. I think the wheelbase is relatively about the same, but there's a lot more beans under the pedal, as you like to say, with a 700 or 660.
Yeah.
This one you can, if you are comfortable with it, you can go all out almost every gear.
Yeah.
And you feel like you get that adrenaline rush, but you're not going.
Like
you're not ended up going 80, 90 miles an hour on the dirt.
Yeah.
And right now we only have front brakes that are kind of working.
Yeah. So need a seat, need tires, need rear brakes, need to fix the front brakes a little more, need a key, need lights, and this is a killer four-wheeler. I love this thing. I feel like these have got to be collectible one day. I mean,
oh yeah. Well, judging by the prices of them online, like
Yeah.
used one in worse condition than this one. Now that it sits now, if we evaluate
it's
it now,
running,
I think they hold their value.
Yeah.
They really do.
It's a ton of fun. It's my first four-wheeler ever.
Sweet.
Yeah, and I'm definitely scared of it, but there's room to grow into it, and it's only a 350, so it's not like a 700.
No. I thought I was doing something with a 400.
Yeah.
But it's slow.
Well,
but it's four-wheel drive.
Exactly. They're different. They're different.
I'll tow you home. Don't worry. I hope not.
Let us know in the comments if we should put the Yamaha Warrior up against our Yard Dart. I think that would be a really good head-to-head hot lap because they are both scorching fast. Leave a thumbs up if you're enjoying the content, everybody, and subscribe to Cars and Cameras for more four-wheeler content, go-karts, mini bikes, all that good stuff.
Let us know.
That's right, and subscribe to our podcast channel, At the Wheel with Cars and Cameras. We're bringing it back. We're podcasting every once in a while and just hanging out, talking.
Maybe we'll bring Baby Miles on there or something.
That's
I don't
a good
know. Just
idea.
for a few miles. Just for miles. Jeez.
Just for a couple laps.
Just for a few minutes before he starts screaming or something. Oh.
One final thought on this Yamaha. I bought this thinking that it would just be a donor bike for our next cross cart, and it's just, I don't know, it's insane. The guy was literally like, I don't know, I was going to bring it to the crusher. Just give me $50 for it. That's pretty much what happened. Because there was no spark plug in there, and the engine was locked up, and
I'm so glad we
there's
saved
no air filter. I know, we completely saved it.
We saved it.
I know, it couldn't be happier with this thing. Again, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.